Most of these common mistakes can be fixed within an hour. This is the scorecard that me and my team have put together for the audits that we do for Google Business Profiles. There are 4 categories that we're going to look at, and I'm just going to cover the things that I'm seeing most from the audits that I've been doing over the last year. The first category that we're going to look at is reviews. So having a rating above 4.7, having 30 reviews, those are things that we're seeing a lot of businesses do. But what we're not seeing a lot of the businesses do is having 2 reviews this month. That usually means to me that you have a system in place. It's very rare that you're just a random business that gets more than 2 customer reviews a month if you're not actively asking for them or have some type of system in place. So this is kind of my litmus test for, what's your strategy for getting these reviews. But the next part of this is just a pure effort and, having a system in place for responding to the reviews within the first 48 hours. Really, 24 hours is my personal rule, but I have 48 hours here as that is acceptable as well. So there's 2 areas that you can improve, just asking for more reviews, including that in your automations that are already going out, making sure that you know how to utilize. You have a QR code and a short link that you can send out directly built into your Google Business Profile. So how do you find those? How do you make sure they're accessible? How do you make sure that your crew knows where they are so that as they're going out and doing work and representing your business, you can get reviews, and responding to those reviews within 48 hours once they are listed. Who's responsible for that? What type of responses are you leaving? 2 areas that we're commonly seeing not be dealt with as far as your Google Business Profile is concerned. The next area is the baseline information about your business. Most businesses have all the stuff listed here outside of a booking link being open 24 hours and an integrated CRM button. For the booking link, the 2 pieces of advice that I'll give here is don't just link this to, random social media or your YouTube channel or whatever. Link this to a place where customers can actually get in touch with you. If you have a CRM, a lot of CRMs will have a way for customers either to get directly in contact with you or put directly on your calendar, which is a fantastic thing to do. And that's kind of the original intent of this booking link. So you can do that. But if you don't have a CRM, you can have this linked to your website, but don't just link it to your homepage. Link it to wherever your contact us form is, or whatever way that you have on your website for customers to get in touch with you. Link it directly there. The idea of this is to be saving the customer's time. So if they're going to click on your booking link, they're ready right now. Like they've already said yes, that we are interested in getting a quote from you or hearing back from you or getting in touch. So don't add any other steps. Put them directly in a place where they can type in their information or have a phone number and get in touch with you. Obviously, the phone number is on Google Business Profile. So if they're clicking this, they're probably wanting to avoid a phone call. So usually the contact us form is a great place to send them. But we're seeing a lot of businesses missing out on opportunities to put this here. And for everything that I'm listing here, as far as the advantage or the reasons that you want to do this facing the customer, the purpose for Google, or the reason that you want to do this to appease Google, is because they reward you for filling out more of your account and using all the tools that they give you on your account. So taking the time to fill this stuff in is, beneficial in 2 different areas: actually servicing your customers, but also making Google happy, building more trust with you, and helping you rank higher. Now, this other one, open 24 hours, definitely depends on the type of business you are working with. Again, I am trying to work with more local service businesses. If you don't have a physical location that customers are expecting to come to, this is a great thing to do, because what this allows Google to do is to show you as open outside of your actual working hours. Why that is important is if you have customers that are looking for you either before, say, 7 a.m. is when your business opens. If they're looking for you before that, then you'll still show as open on Google, which means you'll rank higher. And if they're, most people are getting off at 5 p.m., probably home at 6 p.m. So if you're listing your hours as you close at 5 p.m. and they're looking for you after that, or they're looking for whatever your service is after that, then you're less likely to show up as high on Google Business Profile or in Google Maps if you are shown as closed. They kind of suppress the listings because they're trying to do the best job that they can to serve customers. They want to show all the open businesses and people they can get in touch with right now and put the closed businesses lower on the list. So it makes sense why they do it. If you're a business where you're willing to take phone calls kind of outside of your working hours, or if you're able to send them to your website and take a contact form at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., whenever the customer is searching for you, then being open 24 hours is a fantastic idea. The last one also depends on the technology that you have set up. If you have a CRM and that CRM is partnered with Google, then inside of the CRM software, you can select a place to have an integrated CRM button on your Google Business Profile. It's a really fantastic thing to do. It does take a little bit of time to set up, but it makes you look even more unique on Google Maps and pop out. And again, makes your customers' life a little bit easier by just having a place that they can click once and get in touch with you outside of a phone call. So that's a fantastic thing to do. And we don't see a lot of businesses taking advantage of that. So especially if you have something like Jobber, which is my favorite CRM for local service businesses, they make it pretty simple to integrate this CRM button with your profile. The one thing you do have to know is that you'll need a physical location in order to do that. All right, next, let's talk about the type of media and things that we're seeing missing. Common mistakes, which is not uploading photos monthly. Google wants you to use your Google Business Profile like a social media account. For the customers I actually serve and work with, things are going up every week. We want new photos added every week. You know, it's great for your customers to see even more content from you right here on your Google Business Profile, but it also shows a level of interaction with your account on Google's end, and they like that and they'll reward you for that. So adding pictures monthly is a great thing to do for your account. The other is to have very short form video. From 3 seconds to 10 seconds is the sweet spot. And so these are not, you don't want to be putting full YouTube videos here. You can't even upload those because of the size requirements on Google's end. But very short form video is a great thing to have on your account as well. And you can add that in your rotation of, frequently uploaded media on your account. These are two areas that a lot of businesses are not covering. So this is a great way to make yourself more unique. Lastly, when it comes to the post, there are two areas, really three areas that people are not taking advantage of, which is listing all your services as products, adding weekly updates, which is fairly simple to understand, but there is some strategy behind that. One update that I just made within the last 6 months or so is that you can actually schedule these updates now. So that's very nice. You can go in and make a bunch of them, schedule them out all right inside of your Google Business Profile. You don't have to use a third-party tool anymore. And having a Q&A section. This isn't possible for every category on Google. You should be looking at what are the most popular questions for your industry and then having a unique answer for them. Even better if you can talk about your specific area or the thing that makes your business unique in those answers. I would highly suggest against using something like an AI to help you write those answers, because this is a great place for you to be unique and to add some context to your account for customers, both to understand how you do things, but also this is a great place and more commonly a place where different AIs and search engine things are looking for what's making you unique. So if there is a Q&A section, highly suggest adding some to that. You can do this weekly at the beginning. There's only so many questions that you can probably find that you can answer in a short form like this, but as those questions come up, if seasonality, whatever it is, this is a fantastic place to add some more value and make your account stand out even more. There's 4 different areas of your Google Business Profile that you can look at. Avoid those common mistakes. It might take some time, it might take some effort, but this is a great strategy for building and growing your Google Business Profile, which is still a very underutilized tool. Even though a lot of businesses have these Google Business Profiles and pins on the map, they are not optimizing them or using them to their full advantage.